everyone, welcome to Sankey Angus in beautiful sunny Economy, Indiana. We are really thrilled today to be working with the Certified Angus Beef brand and welcoming you all to our farm for just a couple minutes to figure out what we do here outside of Economy. We bought this farm in 2013, right before Cody and I got married, and have built it into what it is today with two little ones, Caroline, who's 3.5, and Cyrus, who's 1.5, who are currently playing at my feet, and you'll see them very soon. So we're excited to be here today. Cody?
Well, we're glad to welcome you all here, and we're going to give you a little farm tour. And we are prominently a cool season grass farm. So here the last month of March, we've had a significant amount of rainfall, almost 6 inches here, and be way above average. So our place is a little muddy, as you can see. And we brought our first cows here from Michigan. We actually bought the foundation cows here from Dr. David Hawkins up there. So a member of the Saddle and Sirloin Club, and someone that Lindsay and I respect quite a bit. And he was able to sell us our first set of cows. As we walk through, this is our barn here, kind of a makeshift barn that we do just about everything with. And Caroline, you want to come over here and tell everybody who that you put in this barn last year? Who did you halter break in this barn last year?
The baby calf who didn't drink the mama's milk.
Yeah?
Ferdinand.
Yeah, and what about Ferdinand? Yeah, Ferdinand went away to Tennessee. So I'm going to step away just for a second.
So we're going in the old part of the barn, and we actually have something pretty special back here today. Caroline, you want to come down here and show them what you got?
We have a born baby calf.
Yeah, what breed is that?
It is
It's an Angus calf. It's a bull calf. So that's something pretty special on our farm right now. He is camped out right here. He's having a snooze. And we have already taken care of this calf. You'll see he's got an identification number in his ear that tells us that he is the 20th calf born on our farm in the year 2020. You can also see that his mother is tag number 1134. And that's her right there. And she is wondering what we're doing.
Go pet your calf.
So we will. Yeah, it's going to be a tough day when this calf's turned out to pasture, probably later today. So I'm going to let Cody and Cyrus lead this discussion, because if there's anyone on the family that knows rations, it's definitely him and not me. I just carry the bucket.
So we're going to talk a little bit about our feed and what we have here. We've got our hay, our feed, our mineral. Caroline, you want to show them how you put a bucket under there and fill the feed? All right, so there we go. Every day we do this. We fill up our buckets with our grain. But what we have going on here is our feed that we feed our cows. And Caroline, you want to talk a little bit about what we do with those? We have our grain here, and what we have in there is we have our corn, our oats, our cottonseed hulls, and we've got pellets, and that's a complete ration that we do that with. And we take that and we feed that to all of our animals, don't we? There's a lot of different ways to feed those cattle. And, you know, when we go through this, you can feed cows and heifers and develop them all a lot of different ways. What we also have here is a round bale of hay. And you'll see some of this that we do. And this hay here, right here, is made in the summertime. And we put this hay up and we go and we feed this all winter long. And so we roll this up with a big round baler, and then we put it out in feeders like you see out there. And then we also make square bales of hay that we have right here that we can feed in small individual pens and go with there. And then we also have that our mineral that we give is free choice mineral that you see. And this is what that looks like. Cattle get free choice mineral in their mineral feeders. We put that out each and every day. So they have access to it each and every day, but we put it out in those feeders that you can see out there. We do utilize a lot of artificial insemination. We utilize the most cutting edge genetics possible that we can go with. So we're just up past 20 calves here at our farm. So we're not the biggest farm that you're going to see on the Certified Angus Beef. We utilize embryo transfer, and we have cooperator herds across the country, and that we utilize them, and we put in embryos there and bring calves back here. And so we'll have close to 50 calves here by fall time. Our family has been rooted in Angus since 1900 on the Lapland side of the family. We were born and raised in Council Grove, Kansas. I was, and have my parents there, Chris and Sherry Sankey. And then my sister Gina Hurlbut and her husband Dustin and her 2 daughters, they live in Raymond, South Dakota. And we operate all across the country. We do come together in the fall time of the year to have a production sale where we put everything together. But what we do is we try and strive to raise genetics that demand the brand, that meet the specs for Certified Angus Beef. The best part of raising cattle is getting to do it as a family. And you know, as we look to feed the world, we try and create genetics that with the end consumer in mind. And so we do it as a family. These guys are doing an exceptional job making a mess, but you know, it's all in good fun. You get a little dirt under your hands. And so the most difficult thing about raising cattle here is access to land and pasture. So you've seen Kansas and you've seen South Dakota. You've seen out there where they have big open ranges. Back here we have a little tighter pasture, a little more intensive grazing. And land value is a little more expensive back here due to corn production. The topsoil here is one of the greatest attributes of this area, and the ability to grow grass. And you see that unfortunately this time of year the mud gets really, really deep, and so you have to have muck boots like this to be able to withstand the mess.
What's your favorite part of growing up on a farm, Caroline?
The cows.
The cows. It's been a pleasure to work with Certified Angus Beef. It's an honor to raise our family in this livelihood, and we thank you for watching us today. Everyone have a safe spring and stay healthy. Take care.